in great shape.
It is. Yeah, it's in fantastic condition.
Busted out a little bit here. Must have been touching something or sitting against something, you know.
Yeah.
This is like brand new condition. What would you play it once and put it back in a box, or what's the story with it? I can always bump up that a little bit for store credit if you want to do that, like additional $25. I got stuff all over here. Hey guys, Pete over here. So just got this return, and Ryan is about to give this guy a refund. This was such a cool item. I think I showed these off on a video. There was 2 of these Ferraris that came in, and he claimed that it got damaged in shipping. I don't see how it can get damaged when this car is like physically
it's in this hard
attached.
box, it's in that box.
All this stuff I seen the pictures already, right? So he said that this completely broke off, that there's damages. I wonder if this was one of the switcheroos on this, you know. Both mirrors, like the mirror is broke off on one side, and I don't know what this piece, I think it was right here, that was also broke off. I guess this could break off, like if it's only being held like this and from a shock.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, really, yeah, I guess it depends on the amount of weight on that.
And then,
joint.
for example, this breaks off and starts bouncing inside that box, it will break a little mirror like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's, or break off this one side because all of a sudden it got jammed in there, you know, from...
Yeah.
Very possible. Not everybody's out there scamming you. You know what I mean?
The way he worded it in his return, though, it sounded to me like he's saying, like, "Oh, you didn't send it to me as described," and it's like,
right, yeah. Well, because obviously he doesn't want to pay for shipping now, right? Which I understand. This was a cool item. You get it. You are disappointed.
Yeah.
You are disappointed, right? Because you paid 140, 150 bucks for something like this, and the first thing when you open it up and you go, crap. Like, was it like this when I ordered? And then, you know, so
yeah,
people get, I understand the frustration from the other side too.
Yeah.
But I think I think actually that's what exactly happened. This wing was on the back here, from a shock, broke off, and then became like an inside missile, a bomb. Yeah. That it would be bouncing around and breaking things up. That's why, you know, all the other stuff. So, oh well. Go ahead, give him the refund, and we'll just put it out here. But reality of reselling, online or in a store.
Yeah, pay the shipping there, shipping back, and it adds up.
Oh,
the retro. No,
did you just try that out or something?
No, it was in my front porch, and I was like, you know what? Come on, man. Peter wouldn't buy this, but now we got 10 inches of snow. This is cool, and it works. This is a 1982 sled.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Whatever you think is fair. You know, store credit, of course. And then this is snow tube. Store credit.
Are you sure it's a snow tube? Not a water tube?
I don't know. Well, we used it for snow sledding, but yeah, it needs a little air, but it's not like leaking now.
Okay.
Got handled. And then this is a me and my wife. This is a Fitbit. She said there's an issue with it, but
yeah. So I'm be honest, I'm done with Fitbits.
You're done.
They just don't sell anymore.
Pain in the ass. Okay, that's why she didn't want it.
Yeah. Here and there, occasionally some, but like Apple Watch completely killed Fitbit. You know?
Oh yeah.
So
$10 store credit? No.
No, I don't want it.
Okay, no problem.
I don't want it.
All right, so that's no deal.
I'll give you $10 store credit for the rest of the stuff. You know?
You're a pretty fair guy. Is that the most you can do? You're pretty fair.
Just
15 is too much? Yeah, okay, I got you. Okay. I figured it sells for 25. This should sell for 15. I don't know, 20. Whatever.
Maybe 15 store credit.
Sure?
Okay.
Okay.
Good. All right, cool.
All right, Brian.
I'll write you up.
Okay, cool. Appreciate it. I think you do well. This is in nice shape, this sled.
Yeah.
He did plow over here. He plowed out the portion that your guy didn't do because he sucks.
He does. It was a nightmare.
You had
today.
one job.
Yeah.
You
I
know?
get here and I'm like, what the heck? Where am I supposed to park? Because the lot
I know.
wasn't plowed. It's like 2
So-
foot tall over here.
The winter is in a full swing, right? Now this is middle of January now, but the first part of the winter, the whole December, we don't have any snow. It was such a mild winter.
Yeah.
And we get really spoiled here, right? Like, you know, you're riding your bike, everything is nice, and all of a sudden within New Year starts, this new week, and we get 2 storms, one after another. First one wasn't like massive, it wasn't like 4 or 5 inches, but it was still like just boom, we got it, right?
Hit with it.
So I sold my truck with the plow, and I don't have a plow now, so you know, there's no, you know, I gotta find a new person to plow. So I hooked up with this guy.
And that guy that you used this morning is the same guy I was plowing over here, right?
Yeah.
And those are vacant properties.
I know.
Why wouldn't he prioritize
so that's my,
this?
That's
like,
my thing, like
Business.
So we get the first storm. He plows for me. We get the second storm. He plows the first part of the storm, beginning of the day, cleaned up a little bit. And then the snow keeps coming, right? We got over 1 foot of snow here. It was a blizzard. We shut down yesterday.
Yeah.
It was,
Insane.
roads were horrible. Everything was insane. So I talked to him on the phone and he's like, I'm coming out later on when it's done. I'm going to clean it. I'm like, great, perfect. I mean, let it snow and then you can come in at night and clean it up. We get here in the morning. We can't get into even to the parking lot.
It's like Alpine Valley.
Yeah, I know. We got like 1.5 feet of snow. We have 2 feet of snow at the entrance because from the main plows plowing the road, right? It's just like, so then I call him, excuses. So his dad actually that plows next door here did like a part of the parking lot for me so people could at least get in. But like you said, no priority there next door. There's nothing going on.
Yeah.
All these properties that he's plowing next door are closed down. Nothing. I'm like, can you plow me here? I'm like, I'm about to open. Why are you laughing at me?
Oh no, you just asked if he could plow you.
Sorry.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But anyway, you guys, you know, so it's like it's been kind of crazy Saturday morning here for sure. But
Yeah, anyway, I asked him if he wanted to get paid now or just take credit because he wants to buy a snowblower from us.
And he's been buying from us for a while, for a long time.
Yeah.
We know this guy, so I'm glad he came in today, and we might have a new guy for doing snow. Anyway, this is how the day has been going for us. Very, very hectic here, and finally people are out and about because it's been a crazy week.
All right, so I got some numbers for you. Any idea what do you want to get out of this setup? I mean, what are you thinking?
So it's a kind of variety of totals, pretty much. I mean, as anywhere as possible. I just want to just.
So for everything, for the whole bundle, for this camera with those 2 lenses, and then this Nikon with those 3 lenses, for everything I can offer you $450.
$450.
And I can show you how I broke it down, so you can decide if you want to sell all of it, just some of it, or.
I mean, just all of it, really. I'm just consolidating. I just wanted something greater.
Okay. Now, if you want something in a shop, I can always bump up that a little bit for a store credit. If you want to do that, like additional $25. If you want cash, you'll be looking at $450. So.
Okay, cash $450, not too bad. But like any other notable DSLRs or mirrorless you have in store?
I don't. I don't have anything at the moment except couple like lenses here and older camera here, you know. So.
All right, but I mean, for $450 for everything here, I can be okay with that.
You want to do that?
That'd be
okay,
fun.
awesome. We have a deal. I do need your ID. I'll write you up.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, everything looks pretty clean. You kept a pretty good shape, you know, overall.
Yeah, I mean, this bag here too. I mean,
bags helps, of course.
I found,
yeah.
There's a local place in Des Plaines. I found I was trying to find. There's an old 3100 which I replaced with this. Like pretty much I had the misfortune of not knowing of touching the prism with it. So Yeah, rookie mistake.
How did you hear about my shop?
I mean, I think I pulled up around here, I think one time.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just kind of looking around with other, like, just trading outposts and around here. Pretty cool spot, honestly. I like it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, in the video game section.
Oh, you're back. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I brought it in just for you.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, even on the key, like on digital keyboards as well, kind of have my intrigue me a little bit. So I see some of the Roland ones.
So if I can get your autograph on the bottom there.
All right, I have my own pen.
All right.
Just signature at the bottom left. No problem. There you go.
Your copy.
Ready?
All right. 100, 2, 3, 4, 50. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
so
you
much,
very
sir.
much. Appreciate you.
Yep. Yeah. Hopefully you enjoy the new inventory.
Thank you.
Yep.
Have a good one.
Bye.
All right. Let me see that puppy.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's a nice old one.
It's in great shape.
It is.
actually.
Yeah, it's in fantastic condition. And so if you look at the very bottom edge, that's, yeah, I know that is.
Rusted out a little bit here. Must have been touching something or sitting against something, you know?
Yeah, but here is where the date is, the
Right.
name and date, if you
Robertson,
didn't know that.
52.
I had to hunt for it. I'm like, wait a minute, it's on here somewhere.
Yeah. No, it's still like the colors and everything, not faded.
No,
May I ask you how you acquired it?
it's actually, this is a friend of mine. This is his piece, and
Okay.
asked me to look into selling it for him. So
Okay.
I'm like, you know what?
I can't be that picky, right? It's a
It's a beautiful piece for sure.
it's a
of,
70-year-old sign now, so
Yeah, with a little bit of rust on it. A little bit of rust. It came out of a store in Iowa, I believe. It was in a one of those old mom and pop kind of shops in Iowa.
what does your friend like to get out of it? I'm interested. I
Yeah.
mean, it's cool. Just keep in mind, I gotta flip it, right? I gotta make some money on it. So,
And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. So, you know.
what is he thinking? What do he need to get out of it?
I know that this is years ago, he had like, I think $750 or $800
Okay.
into this thing. Years ago, that was a long time ago.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, as I came in and discussed it with you before, where's the market? I don't know. You would know the market honestly better than I would. I sold a whole ton of Coke products years ago for a guy, and you know, flipped them over on eBay and stuff like that, and they sold well.
So
but-
recently, I had a sign that was sitting there on a safe from Coca-Cola, 3 feet long, about 28 inches high. I think 64, 65. Okay, so a
Oh.
little bit younger than
Yeah,
this. Had it here for about Ruby for about 5 or 6 months. I did finally sell it. I got only $325 out of it. It was just red with the Coca-Cola, logo on it.
Sure,
Nothing like this. I mean, this is very presentable. Let me do a little bit of search
Certainly, yeah.
online at the moment. What this size and type of sign will bring in. Give me a couple minutes and see what I can come up with.
Okay.
So awesome.
All right, sounds good.
So here I found to show you here on eBay what sold similar signs. I'm not finding anything identical, right? Because it's just hard. Nothing at the moment. This one is probably a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit wider. Goes this way. Lots of things are happening here.
Yeah,
but it's a smaller
activity
sign. It's probably 2.5 feet by maybe 16 inches tall. That one sold for $195 just at the end of last year.
Yeah.
But it's a smaller one. Now this one, for example, totally different look because it's got all this white, but it's still from the same era. It's got the refresh yourself. It's got the bottle on it. That one sold for $545.
They're all over the place.
All over the place.
Like I saw this one. You know, there are signs that you can.
But this is still bigger.
Yeah,
you know.
if you look for this one just as a general search instead of
Yeah.
like an eBay search, you'll find this one out there,
Yeah.
and it ranges everywhere from. I've seen them like from 300 all the way up through 1200. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a huge span.
But the reason I search actually on eBay completed listings because
Sure,
it
yeah, of course. That's
tells
what they
me
really
what
sell for.
people willing to pay, right?
Right.
And
Well,
here's
some of them too are like bid point. You can find
yeah.
stuff on there.
This one
Yeah,
is
that's
about
another
the
one.
same size, except
Yeah.
it's different because it's sideways,
Yeah,
right? It's
right.
got the logo of Coca-Cola going this way and a small bottle on that side.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually the same design. It's got that lip going around it.
Right.
Overall condition is pretty decent on this. Couple corners banged up like yours too. But that one sold for $362 on auction on December 17th.
Nope. This or this?
I like this
Brand.
sign. I would like to buy it, but I think I would be player at like $300
Okay.
at the moment on this.
Okay. Well, I did
You know?
send a text to the guy just to ask him what's the least you're going to take. You know, what is the amount you want?
And if he's in it for 7, he
Well,
probably won't go for
I
it.
don't
You know what I mean?
I just don't know what I don't know. So,
But you never know. It
Yeah.
depends how long he had
and
it.
I'm right here in Crystal Lake, so
I think it's a sign at the moment that I could probably get between $450 to $550. That's what I'm thinking I could get on today's market right
course.
now.
yeah, I
The way it
appreciate
sits
that.
with a little bit of rust on, but this is not. This actually gives a character to it, you know.
Right.
So, but the whole thing is pretty nice. So,
Right.
But that's what I would be at. Looking what actually sold within the last, couple months. So,
Okay, fair enough.
all right,
I'll be in touch with you on that
sounds
one.
good. Let me know.
Yeah.
Thanks for bringing it in.
Yeah,
Love it.
I want to show you this other thing too. This would be a Grail knife from Benchmade. This is one of the holy grails of Benchmade knives.
Delta Rider.
Raider. Yeah,
Raider.
The Delta Raider. I purchased that brand new in
I mean, Benchmade is in-
1996.
Incredible company. I mean, they make some good stuff,
Yeah.
And this is. Wonder what steel is that actually that they used on this here. How old is this? You said.
96 I bought that brand new.
So it's coming
Yeah.
up almost on 30 years now, and look at the steel.
Yeah,
That is
well, I mean,
spot on
I've actually never used it, believe it or
You
not.
keep it in a sheet. Yeah.
I mean, if you smell the sheath, it's this is like brand new
You can
leather.
shave with this.
I know
So
it is.
sharp, it's crazy.
I never used it.
Just post it.
I never used it.
Post it.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh.
That's as much action as it's seen right there.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
You want to sell it?
I've kicked around the idea of selling
Okay.
that knife.
I would have to do some research. I
You
don't
would
know
have
what
to
this
research
one
that one too. Yeah, I know.
go
I-
for, but Benchmade can bring some good money. But
Oh, I know they can. And this one, everybody that's a collector, they're like, "Oh, you gonna sell this to me? I'll buy it. I'll buy it right now."
yeah,
Buy it
there's a
right
lot
now."
of guys who are into Benchmade. I mean, it's a great company,
Yeah,
though, so
this
they
is-
make some great knives. So
The Delta Raider is
Yeah.
it's a rare one.
I'm
to
gonna
find.
actually look it up, see if I can find anything out of
Yeah.
curiosity.
You see where the print is on this one? There's the
Mm-hmm.
Delta Raider about where it is and where the Benchmade is. It's up here on the knife. There's some that actually cross over into the bevel,
Oh, I see. Okay.
and those I think are later model knives.
I'm
This
not
is
sure,
a
to
pretty
be
early
honest.
one.
So actually nothing came up that it sold. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming it's pretty like overall rare.
It is. It is.
To
You,
be
you
out
find them
there,
on the
you know?
knife forums and stuff.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, if I could only get my hands on a Delta Raider.
Nothing sold at least within the last. There's a Cal Raider. I don't know what that means. I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
look at how small that is.
But nothing from Benchmade,
Yeah, just do just a general Google search for the Benchmade Delta Raider.
So here's on Michigan Custom Knives. Somebody's asking $325 on that one. Let's bring this up.
Yeah, and that's very much like mine right there.
Yeah. The last one sold for $325 out of stock. Yeah, looks the same, right?
Yeah, it's the same one. They only made one.
Same sheet.
They did make them for a few years, but yeah, in the late 90s.
This one sold for $225. No sheet, just the knife, I think. Oh no, they had
Yeah,
a
they
sheet.
had the sheet
Yeah,
too. Yeah, so they're all over.
But this was back in 2015.
Oh,
you know?
yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that's
Sure.
8 years ago already, 9
point.
years ago. So very nice.
Yeah.
Give you $100.
Yeah. I'll take it right home for $100.
What would you need to get out of it if you would sell it? What are you thinking?
Probably a couple hundred.
Okay.
But
Find them?
that's if I'm not 100% sure what to sell it.
Okay.
I brought it in because I know you appreciate knives.
No, I do, and it's well worth it. I mean, I said it out loud, $100. I would give you $200 for it if you decide to sell it.
Okay.
Because I think I can probably easily get about $350 out of that knife.
Yeah.
So
I would
in that
think so.
condition, even though that you don't have the original box.
No, I don't.
But it's in perfect mint condition. So
And I am the only owner of that knife, so.
I
Appreciate you.
Yeah,
Thank you
fun.
very much.
See you later, Pete.
Hey guys, it's Otto here. Can I get a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm? It will really help us out.
I was thinking to get her like a bigger cage here, because now, I mean, we bring her up front too. She stays up front. She sits on a perch by the window because
She likes to be up there.
she likes to be up there. She's been there for the last 12 years. Now we got Miss Walters. They kind of get along, but she gets very jealous and starts squawking a lot.
Screaming, yeah.
Screaming.
Yeah.
You know, so
This Peach McCaw Webster that I used to go in, a family that had it, he was really cool. He was about his size,
Yeah.
you know, but he would play catch with you and everything. Like, you take a half a walnut shell and give it to him, and he'd get his head going and he'd throw it to you, and then you'd throw it back, and he would try to catch it out of the air. Yeah,
that's
he
cool.
was really smart, you know. And
So yeah, I mean, you know, she's a really good bird. You know, she's up there now.
lovable, yeah.
She's up there now, but she is kind of attached to one person. Me and
That's
Ryan
how they
can
all
really,
are usually,
you
yeah.
know. So, but since we brought Miss Walters, she's been a little bit, you know, jealous. So, but she's been doing good here. You know, I got her a little mirror. She likes to sit here, chills, and then occasionally I bring her up front. But I was thinking maybe to do something bigger for her, so she has a little bit more room.
And most
Yeah.
people buy them not realizing the attention that
And it's a
they
commitment
require.
for a long time.
It's something you need
know.
to leave in your will.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
how we end up with
I'm
her.
50 years old. My bird's left in my will already to my daughter that wants him, because the bird will outlive me. I know it will. You know, so.
What's going on? What do you got?
Wii, Nintendo,
Okay.
if you're interested.
So this
Thank
is
you.
this is original one?
Yeah. Well, this is original Nintendo. Otherwise, for the Wii, I also have the Fits and also Top Shot that I didn't have enough hands to carry it all in at
Got you.
once.
Okay.
But if you'd like, I can.
So you have that fit board that I have there on the bottom, correct? Is that the same one?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Looks like it.
So now this itself, everything is originally wrapped inside, or?
No, I have used it.
Oh, okay, okay. But it comes with two remotes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, everything's in there.
This is like brand new condition. What, would you play it once and put it back in a box, or what's the story with it?
Maybe played it 10 times.
Really?
I'm not much of a gamer.
Okay, okay. Then you got a couple covers.
Yep.
This is, I think that wasn't part of the system at all, right? The charger?
That came extra.
Extra?
Yep.
Okay, okay.
Thought it'd make it more easy and useful, but you know, it just didn't pan out for me.
And then you got a few games. That was probably a system that came with the game system. I mean the games.
Yeah, and like
Yeah,
I
you
said,
got a
I also
couple
have
of these,
a
okay.
couple others, and also these for it too.
Okay. Yeah, that wasn't their product either. I think that was like a third party, because
Yeah.
I had these before, yeah. Yeah. You got the whole thing, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Do you want me to bring in those other two
Yeah,
pieces
yeah.
so you can see the whole thing?
Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
I'll be right back. I know, original boxes and everything.
Yeah. So this was
That was my favorite game.
from Cabela's, the game that you can shoot the animals, okay? And that's the board, exercise board. Okay, awesome. That's really good. And then you got this system.
Yeah, that was from about 93.
Now this one doesn't look as spectacular
No.
as that one.
Little
That one has
crap
been
on
sitting
it.
somewhere for a while. For a while. Oh, look at that game. That's Super Mario. That's a great game, but look at this. Where's it been? Like in an attic or something? Seriously?
Yeah.
Where's the last time you played this? Do you know if it works still? Or?
Last time I plugged it in was probably about 8 years ago. So
And it did work?
Yeah, it did.
Okay, okay. At least you do have the original paperwork. Okay. Well, what are you thinking? What do you want to get out of this stuff? I mean, this is a nice bundle. It's not the hottest system anymore.
No.
You know, when it comes to like Wii, it is still, you know.
Yeah,
I mean, I got usually 2 or 3 of them here available, you know, but
well, part of it's, you know, what's your thinking that if you can move it or not.
So I know, for example, the NES system, I can move it immediately. As soon as I clean this up, this is a retro system.
Yeah.
People love this. Nintendo 64, NES, Ataris, any of these older systems, they sell really, really good and quickly. This, on the other hand, I gotta wait for the right buyer who wants a bundle like this at the right price. I'm thinking about 75 bucks for this, but for everything that you got here, 30 bucks. That's all I can do on it.
That would be fine.
So
I'm-
if you're okay
I'm
with
good.
that, you know, because that's
Even
where
if
the
you-
money is here,
Yeah,
actually.
Even if you just want to round it to 100, that makes it perfect.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
I didn't think so.
Okay, pleasure. Thank you for bringing it in. Thank you. All right.
I'm glad
I do
that-
need your ID.
I'm
I'll
glad
write
that you
up.
that I discovered you guys here, because I actually haven't been in here since it's been in Napa.
Really?
Yeah.
So after Napa closed down, this
It was
used
a
to be a
bread store.
Hostess store for like 12 years.
Yeah.
And when they
I
closed
drove
down,
by.
when they closed down, we took it over here. So it's been a minute, yeah. So. All right, guys, postcard time. 521, 522, 523, 524, 525, 526. Very creative. 527. The whole family is sending this in. 528, 529, and 530. Now these are very creative. This one is from Kyla, Will, Graham, Tony, and Emily. Guys, thank you so much for sending these in. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.